All right, back again. 11 through 12 11 through 20 from the NBA draft. Uh, let's get to it real quick. You had number 11 with the Blazers, taking the big boy from Illinois, Myers Leonard. Uh, don't really know a whole lot about him, but the upside looks pretty huge on him. From no pun intended. Uh, from his film I watched a little bit on tape. So hopefully they get their big man curse is over with. Hopefully he can be the guy in the middle that they look to. Let him and Lillard grow together. Potentially could be dangerous. Any 7-footer can be dangerous. Uh, whether it's offense, defense, just bring their presence and intimidation. Uh, so uh, personally, if I was them, I would have rather had Drummond and maybe would have took him at 6 and try to get Lillard or Kendall Marshall with 11. But they they got what they wanted. That's who they targeted, those two guys, and they got them. So they got to be pretty happy, I would say. Uh, then would you have number 12 with the Rockets and Jeremy Lamb? The boy can be a deadly shooter. He just got to bring it night in and night out. And when he does, man, he's got the skill level to be dangerous. Good shooter, good height. He's about 6'5". Your ideal two guard. Probably can play a little bit of small forward. I think the Rockets, if they plan on keeping him and not working with the trade situations, then they got themselves a player with that. Then you got the Suns at 13 with Kendall Marshall, who is gonna be pretty good. North Carolina probably would have been in the championship game had he had not got hurt. Uh, with he was either the ACC assist breaker or he was close to it if he would have stayed another year. But he's gonna be pretty deadly for them, especially if they re-sign Steve Nash and he stays and they let him grow under Nash. And we all know what Steve Nash can do. He's how old and still balling, still putting up numbers. But I don't look for him to re-sign there. Uh, and then who you got? Number 14, John Henson to the Bucks. I actually had Tyler Zeller going here in my mock draft, but I had uh, Henson going 9 to Detroit. But definitely a good player. Needs to bulk up. He brings that defensive presence down low. Pretty good shot blocker. Not as good as Anthony Davis. He's more towards the protecting the rim, where Anthony Davis was real good at blocking the jump shots and stuff. So that's that. They definitely got a player with him. And number 15, they took Philly with Maurice Harkless. And man, a lot of people don't know about him. 6'8", St. John's. He's gonna be a baller. You can say that. Great potential, athletic body, but he had to spend most of the time at power forward at St. John's. But I look for him to play small forward in the league, especially if they're trying to move Andre Iguodala, which it sounds like they're going to do. Which, I mean, I don't know how you trade your best player, but and Lou Williams is opting out, so they're gonna be kind of hurt there. Then you had Dallas picking 17, or no, sorry, Rockets 16 with Royce White. Royce White with Jeremy Lamb, yeah. Uh, I he just plays multiple positions, man. I don't know if they're gonna put him at power forward, small forward, what they got, but they definitely got an athletic guy, and I would almost consider this kind of like a steal in the draft because I think his upside is tremendous with being that big and athletic, uh, passing the ball. He basically played point guard for Iowa State while playing power forward. the point forward situation. Similar body build to LeBron, but we all know he's not LeBron, so let's not get it out of hand. Uh, be anxious to see how well him and Lamb work together for the new look Rockets next season. Then you got Dallas at 17, where they took Tyler Zeller, but ended up trading him to Cleveland, getting 3 picks out of it, which not a bad pickup. He's a senior in the draft, pretty experienced from North Carolina, put up pretty numbers. He'd be a decent player. He runs the floor very good for a big guy. Athletic, pretty much. Maybe a project a little bit. I don't know. Then you had the Rockets again at 18, taking Terrence Jones. And Blue, I don't know. If he has his head on right and he's focused, he can ball. He can be a hooper. I know a lot of people look to the Indiana game where he wasn't in the game, and you can see how much of a difference it was from after that game to how he played throughout the postseason, helping Kentucky win the championship. But you throw him, Jeremy Lamb, and Royce White, man, it could be deadly. Lamb at the 2, Royce at the 3, Jones at the 4. Yeah, it's really gonna be interesting to see at the Rockets what they do. Um, the Lamar Odom deal just took place a little bit ago. They were in that trade. They're definitely making moves. They no, you gotta give them props, man. They trying to do it down there. I take it as I'm ready to see what they do. All the weather. They're not getting Dwight Howard, don't look like, which they didn't get the high enough draft picks for that. So we'll see if they supposedly be calling the Lakers for Gasol. So we'll see what happens there. You get the Magic with 19, taking Andrew Nicholson from St. Bonaventure. He can play in, he can play out, pretty good size, decent shooter, can post up. Some help for Dwight Howard if he's still there down low. Don't really know much about him though, honestly. Just from tape and stuff. Look like he can shoot the ball pretty good. Got a nice post up game. A little bit. What a no, then you got the Nuggets at 20, taking the first overseas guys. Yvonne Fournier. I don't know how to say it. But I absolutely know nothing about him. Nothing about any of the foreign players that was drafted. So I plan on looking at some YouTube videos of myself, trying to figure out what I think. But we'll see what happens with him. They could afford to take maybe a risk with all the talent that they got. So we'll definitely have to check him out. But I don't know if he plans on coming next year or down the road. So, but I definitely say that the Rockets did the thing with their 3 picks right there. And not to mention, I like the Maurice Harkless pick to the 76ers. But I say the Rockets definitely made the most of the picks that they got. And I look for them, maybe they got their big 3 in the making right there. You never know. It's all about a big 3 now, apparently. So, I also like the Zeller pickup for Cleveland. Gives them a big guy in the middle to go with Waiters, Irving, and Tristan Thompson. They're young and building a team, not a player. So we'll see what happens with them. But I look for them to still be in the lottery next year. So we'll see what happens. They definitely need a small forward now to go with that. So see if they can work anything out. But there's that, 11 through 20. What I thought about the draft, and Next video we got 21 through 30. Stay tuned. Keep checking them out. Keep supporting the site, www.derbycitysr.com. So 11 through 30 coming up.